Hey everybody, Phil here. So I've been doing sourdough bread. I love to bake, I love to cook. I'm the cook of the family. I love to grill, I love to do all of that. And I love to bake bread. I've done this several times, several ways. I started a sourdough starter. You can see here I've got the starter here. It's in good shape. I've been feeding it. You feed it daily once you get it started. This happens to be a sourdough starter that I got in San Francisco. They sell packets in San Francisco. So if you're in San Francisco, go into one of the bread companies and buy a couple of the packets and stick it in your RV. So I've been doing this for quite a while, probably 2 months maybe. I've been baking bread. I've tried it different ways. My first effort was very dense, very heavy, very thick, didn't rise up like I wanted it to. So I've adjusted recipes. I've tried different things. So today I've also tried different pans, baking pans. So I used a flat pan and just made a kind of a mound. I've tried in bread pans. Didn't get the results I wanted. But today I bought a cast iron Dutch oven. It's still hot. It just came out of the oven. You can see I didn't spend a lot on it. This is a Simply Perfect. Bought it at the Military BX. I think it was $35. There are any number of cast iron Dutch ovens out there. I mean, you can get Lodge, you can get, there are stars, famous chefs that sell them. The key with the Dutch oven is quality of the Dutch oven. This one being lined, you don't have to worry so much about the quality of your cast iron because it's lined. So I just bought this to use. It fits perfectly in our oven. It's a it's 5.5 quart. I think it's like 9.5 inches around, and it looks like about 5 inches tall. It fits in the oven, no problem. The one thing about these ovens I've found is they do get hot at the bottom. Unfortunately, you have to put this one, the rack in ours, all the way down to make the Dutch oven fit. So you'll notice the bread is a little darker on the bottom than on the top, but it's still very soft. It's not hard at all. So what I've done, my recipe, any of you that want the recipe, just like our YouTube page, and I'll put the recipe out there, or leave a message and I'll either send you the recipe or I'll put the recipe out there on our YouTube page. But today I started with the starter. I did use a recipe that did call for additional commercial yeast. I followed the recipe exactly, and again I'll post that on the YouTube channel if you want. And then I let it rise one time, which a lot of times for sourdough breads it calls for 2 risings. The recipe that I used, I let it rise one time. I kneaded it about 5 minutes as I was building it. Put parchment paper inside the Dutch oven, put the kneaded dough in there, let it rise for about 3 hours, then baked it for about an hour. One thing I will do next time is, the recipe did call for you to leave the lid or leave it uncovered for about 15 minutes. I did not do that. I think if I would have done that, the bread would have been a little browner on top, and next time I will do that. So I may post a follow-up video to let you know how that did. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Again, this is Phil and Mary, and we're Hendrick Home on the Highway. We'll see you on down the road.